just wanted to take a moment out of my day to encourage people who have decided to subscribe to me. Thank you so much. I wanted to encourage y'all. Clearly, you're healing about something. Um, I wanted to encourage you to continue to keep going because it's so easy to retract and go backwards. You know, a lot of people don't want to see you do well. You know, that's just life. You know, you're not popping if you ain't got no haters. And if, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really just is what it is. So I want to encourage you to continue to keep going forward and knowing your worth and putting you first. Um, you know, people are always going to have something to say. One thing I've learned in my adulthood is that people just do a lot of talking. They talk. They talk a whole lot. So, you know, they talk a whole lot, and it's just like I do a lot of people watching, a lot of like, okay. Um, Remain humble. You know, the whole thing about healing, and people will say this like, oh, she wasn't like this before, she wasn't like this or whatever. To anyone who ever, if you ever experience, someone saying that about you, it's really just this to them. Like, what are we really talking about? I'm not no holier than thou person, like simply just doing the work, the inner work for myself, and people are really just jealous about that. They've always been jealous of the light that I carry. Have a caring and kind heart. There's a lot of things that, I have done in my past. I wasn't happy with myself in those moments. I forgave myself for the things that I've done. I've learned through my healing why I made those decisions in the times that I did. And had everything to do with the people or person that I allowed to continue to keep coming in and out of my life. When you're not educated on being loved and what love looks like, and caring about a person, and when you're not educated in your upbringing about the things that really matter, that's important, you literally have to figure it out on your own. And that's what healing looks like. That's what growth looks like. It takes a strong person to want to change. Most people don't want to change. They want to remain the same. Um, like I know what I've given. I've given love. I've given so much of myself to a lot of people, and I have cut not just one but a multitude of people off, and they are very bothered. They're very bothered is because they no longer have access to me. It's a siren going by. So I don't know how loud it is in the video, but they no longer have access to me, and they're bothered by it. I just find it so funny how people lose sleep over a person who is not thinking about them. I'm not checking for them. I'm not calling from a million numbers. Like when I say this, this is what's happening to me. Like, people are checking for me. I'm getting, you know, calls from all these crazy numbers every single day. My email's getting blown up, like people driving by my house, like just a whole bunch of stuff. And it's like, if you are so bold enough and you have something that you want to say, then there's so many ways to reach me. I'm not reachable. I'm not hiding. these people are hiding though. And I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm living my life. I'm focusing on the things that's important. I give love to the people that show that back to me. I'm out here just working on me and doing the things that makes me happy. I'm deserving. I've been told for so long that what makes you think that you deserve. I've been told that by somebody who told me that they love me. People that love me, like, we're talking about having a mother who birthed me. Like, oh, I love you, I love you. You can't possibly love me when you talk reckless about your daughter. Um, having to cut ties with your mother is it's not for the weak. So I mean, you can do that. Like, I can cut ties with anybody at that point. My father, he's no longer living. So I mean, the most important people in my life, they're not here anymore. And I mean, like, yeah, there's people still here in the physical or whatever, but like, nah, they're like really not here. My sister choosing to just be like my mother and not talk to me or whatever. People showing them, like, they don't show you themselves at the beginning, but in the end, it's like going through a divorce, which I've been through that. Like, you think of this person is this way, and you get in this relationship or this marriage or whatever, and you think that they're this way. You'll find out who the person is when the relationship is over. You'll find out when you're fighting in court and the things that are being said, and just like, no, that's the person. When you start living with that person, that's who they are. So, like, when you get out of a toxic cycle, don't think that, oh, it's done, you're free. Like, it's a lengthy process. It steps to your healing. Your work is, like, I think truly, for me, my perspective of it all, like, it's never done. Like, you always got something to do. The healing is, for me, it's a forever thing. But I would rather heal and choose to be a better person. Things that I have done in my past, like I said earlier in this video, I was like, wait, why? And I was, even in that time, I was like, why am I moving like that? Why am I doing that? Why did I do that? And I've learned why I made those decisions, and I learned what it was, and it had everything to do with you laying next to the devil. Like, you laying next to someone who is talking about you to other people, and like, literally, like, don't want to see you do well, want the worst for you. And now everything that they wanted for me, these people are going through it right now. That has nothing to do with me. That has everything to do with themselves. I've always said, watch how you speak on. Are we gonna leave that there? People don't listen to me, and it's cool. I'm gonna continue to keep doing what I'm doing. I've been doing this. I've been this person. A lot of things I couldn't be. Like, I just couldn't be all of who I am. Is just the kind of person that I was with. I love who I am, and I love that people are really upset about where I am in my life. I love that people are watching me. I love that y'all are so bored with y'all lives and y'all watching me to see what I'm doing on my day-to-day. Y'all are upset that you don't know exactly to the T what Sasha's doing. I love that for y'all, because y'all gotta really, it's way too much in this world to be doing, to be that bored with y'all lives, But basically, like I said, I wanted to encourage people who are healing to continue to keep going. It is hard. It's a lot. It gets painful. It has its ups and it has its downs. It has its moments. Continue to keep praying. Continue to keep focusing on you and loving yourself. Put you first in everything that you do. Put yourself first in everything that you do. Put yourself first in everything that you do. Y'all be blessed. Take care.